Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Peter Murphy begins now.
It escorted countless ships and helped train a generation of seafarers here in Tasmania. But the once proud MV Wyuna is now a home for seagulls. A group of passionate volunteers is still holding out hope that the old Maritime College vessel will be saved.
Anchored in limbo between Bell Bay and Beauty Point, Australia's last pilot cutter, the MV Wyuna, cuts a lonely figure in the Tamar River.
Well, if we don't do something with it soon, she's deteriorating. And to see a ship deteriorate in such a grand old ship as she is.
Built in the 1950s, it served visiting vessels to Victoria's Port Phillip Bay. Afterwards, she joined the Australian Maritime College to train seafarers.
I reckon at the time she was an envy of many countries, actually, as a merchant navy training vessel.
Decommissioned in 2004, the Western Port Oberon Association floated a plan to turn it into a school camp in 2016.
Unfortunately, we sailed down the river expecting to go to Melbourne, and the berth that was supposedly organised disappeared, so we ended up stranded.
The Wyuna has floated idly in the Tamar ever since. Max Cassidy began working on the ship in 1982. He's now a volunteer caretaker, watching it slowly deteriorate.
The Oberon Association want me to look after it here, yes, as best I can. But the money one person, and what I need is volunteers.
The Oberon Association hopes to berth the Wyuna here at Beauty Point to carry out maintenance before the vessel one day sails to Victoria. The group is still in talks with Tasports. But until those talks are resolved, she'll stay put in the river, while her owners still search for a harbour in Victoria.
Which is a bit of a shame, really, because she's a grand old lady, and I hear she's rusting away a bit now.
Volunteers like Max will just have to wait for the tide to turn. MCCOMISH, 7 Tasmania News.
Live from our 7 Tasmania studios.